Hello, good morning. Welcome. How's it going, James? Hope you're having a good morning. My morning has been actually crazy productive. I got up super early and I got like all of my chores done by like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. And then about like hung out for a minute, and then about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, I started doing like all my medical paperwork that I've got to kind of do for disability and stuff. So I kind of got everything done pretty early. I was gonna stream at 11, and I was like, you know what? I think I can stream right now. So I just kind of got all my stuff together, got everything set up, and I was like, I'll do it. Let's get it done. So I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. A few hours for sure. And then I'll probably end for a little bit, get some more stuff done that I would just like to do with my day. And then maybe I'll stream later this afternoon. Maybe I won't. We'll see how it goes. But I'm really hoping we get drowsy. I'm actually only 1,000 away from triple odds on this hunt. On this, just this phase for this hunt. This is phase 7. Oh, man. Dang, that's what's up. Heck yeah, congrats on your Bronzor. 2 shiny Bronzor, that's awesome. I love that. But alright, shouting the stream out. Everything is just about done. And I'll be ready to go. So thank you all for, being awesome. Stopping in. And we'll get some shiny hunting going here in one moment. Yo, yo. What's up, Pokeran? Kind of torn. Ooh, well, maybe flip a coin. Like, pick one, heads or tails. And then once you get the first one, go for the other one. Hey, nice. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Yo, what up, Six? How's it going? Oh, nice. That's so funny. I've been seeing a lot of people post about it, and it's made me want to play it as well. I have it on PlayStation, and I just haven't. I actually don't think I've ever played it. I own it. I got it as a gift a couple years back, and I've never played it. Archer, hey, what's up? It's so nice to see you. I hope you've been well. Dude, I have been meaning to catch one of your freaking streams, and one of these days, it's gonna happen. But it feels like this year has been awful. This year's been so bad for my health. I have been sick so much. Like, I just went, hey, thank you so much for the subscribe, Shadowed. I appreciate that. I went out of town for a couple of days. Just like, it was supposed to be like a 4-day thing. And I was just like supposed to, go with some friends to have a good time. And I got sick out of state the entire time. And I ended up almost getting left there. I was in Kentucky. But like, I got sick and it was my fault, I guess. Not even, I guess, it was my fault that I got sick. But sometimes I need to pay more attention to like what I'm eating and what I'm doing and stuff, and not let anxiety dictate my choices. I'm glad you've been good though. That's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry that you're sick. No, dude, it's been really crappy timing. But like at the same time, like it was an 8-hour drive there, and I drove straight shot, and I could have asked somebody else to switch, but like because of like circumstances in the past, I kind of, I guess, took it upon myself to try to do it all at once. And that wasn't the worst. I usually can do pretty good about driving long distances and being okay. But I had started getting so tired that I drank 2 energy drinks during that 8-hour period, which with my stomach issues, I should not have even had 1 energy drink. And like, I knew better. I was just trying to make sure I got there. And, but that was a mistake. I should have just taken the extra time to rest. And so I ended up just getting super freaking sick, and it went right into an episode, and spent the whole time in the hospital while everyone else had a blast doing things I've been wanting to do for a long time. Hey, ooh, good luck on Cherubi. That's awesome. Exactly. And it wasn't for me anyway, it was for someone else, but that's not the point. The point is, like, I said I would do a thing, and then I kind of dropped the ball, and because I dropped the ball, and I was the ride, and I was the DD, I was the only one that doesn't drink, they ended up having to walk to the festival, and then to the hospital, and all that stuff, and I had the key originally. So it ended up being a really big thing that was my fault. And, like, I just need to be more aware of, like, what I'm doing. I can just be impulsive, and I see, like, the end goal, but getting there, I kind of make decisions that are probably less than adequate. And so that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm in therapy, and I'm in psychiatry. Also trying to deal with all my health and mental health and stuff at the same time. Sorry for dumping all this on all of you, but it's just been a lot lately, and I've been very alone. How's it going, Mallow? How's it going, Mike? Oh, good. Dude, that's awesome. Congrats on your gloom. Yeah, I'm trying to do the things that I need to do in the right direction, but it's a process, and I'm trying to trust the process and focus on the end game goals and not be so impulsive in the meantime. It's just been a lot. I literally have been sick every month this year. And some of it has been intense, and I thought my kidney was going to fail again. They said, well, what did they even say? Because it was July that my kidney failed. And James, I would look at everything else that spawns there, and whatever spawns the least, like if ice type spawns there the least, go for ice. Or you're going to get like a wider spread of spawns that you want, but ultimately it's up to you. But no, it's just like, I don't know. My health has been my biggest issue for 10 years, but Goomy, sorry, my brain. There are things that I could probably do to handle it better, and that's what I am trying to work on. Goomy, Goomy, Goomy! I love Goomy. But yeah, no, and dude, hospitals are so confusing. So right now, I'm in like a weird stasis. When I was in Kentucky and I went to the hospital, they were like, "Oh, dang, are you diabetic?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, no, I don't think so. Am I diabetic?" And they were like, "Well, you just have like a large amount of acid in your blood. It seems like you might be diabetic." I'm like, "Okay, well, what do I gotta do?" And they're like, they said they were gonna run labs, and they took a lot of blood, a lot of times. Like after I got back from Kentucky, I went to the hospital again, and they took more blood. But, they did not tell me if I have diabetes. And then I went to the hospital here in Michigan, and I told them that, and they again took a lot of blood, and they told me I might have diabetes, and then didn't say anything else. So I called in. I'm making a follow-up appointment with my primary because I gotta figure out what the heck is going on and if I have diabetes or not. Because I have to, put that into consideration to everything else as well. New health issue unlocked. For real. But it's like, I've already trying to manage what I eat and drink, and I just need to know so I can actually get a good grasp on it, because it just like, I wouldn't have even thought to ask about that if they didn't say that in Kentucky. But I'm also like, I feel like with as often as I'm in the hospital, it would have been something that would have been discussed already. Yeah, you never know. And so, like, I'm now just trying to follow up with my primary and get that going. Dude, I just, like, this year, and I'm trying to reframe everything now. I think very selfishly, and I'm trying to not. Because, dude, this year has beat the crap out of me, man. Like, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. And, like, now I'm just trying to take accountability for it and make actual change, because, again, sorry to dump all this on you, but like for the past 2 to 3 years now, I keep saying, "Oh, this year's been the worst. This year's been the worst." I gotta do something about that. If I'm going into it and every year is progressively just getting worse, I feel like the baseline is that I'm the problem. Like. So I gotta look at the problem and try to work backwards. They should tell you, but most of the time, if they don't call you back, that's kind of what I thought too. Is that if they didn't kind of come back and tell me that I had it, that I did not have it. But I don't know. I don't know. Just saw a TikTok comment that said they picked Team Iron Man because Spider-Man's on Team Iron Man, and now I know who hasn't read the yeah. God, well, Civil War in the comics is insane. It's such a huge event. Like, it affects, it's cool in the comics too, because it affects, like, every powered individual, and not just, like, the Avengers, like how the movie kind of portrays it, because that's all we know is the people with, like, the big names in the MCU, really. But in the comics, you really see it on, like, a street level, too, and it's insane. You know what I'm talking about. Whee! Massive event. Never gonna say. Yeah, dude, like, here are two small teams. What? The Sokovia Accords, like, that whole thing, like, the whole, like, what was it in the comics? Like, that whole freaking act, that got crazy, dude. Like, literally, I had an example, and it's gone. No, it was an X-Men example. People don't understand the Spider-Man and Captain America shame the same. Well, yeah, honestly, I'm glad their Sony's, like, deal was there, but that was a weird, like, flip. I don't know. Civil War and Secret Wars, or Secret Invasion, sorry, were two that I'm like, man, they really got to go back. And, like, so, have you seen Brave New World 6? Hey, what's up, Tetra? Then in Spider-Man No Way Home, he literally says what Cap's whole point was, and that's if you have the power to stop something. Yep. I feel like that also is kind of a good sign of Peter's growth in that series, but it also, yeah, kind of weird flip a little bit. But no, like, with Brave New World, we've gotten our first look at the Serpent Society. And I'm just curious on if that's going to go anywhere, or if that was just a one-time thing, or if we're going to see, like, I don't know. I guess I have a lot of questions, but there's so many unanswered things. Like, going out from movies that we've had, that I wonder what's going to happen after Secret Wars. Like, it really feels like we're going to get Battle World, you know? And it really feels like it's just going to pluck and pick and choose, like, the biggest money makers from previous, phases. I think there are at-home tests. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I'm going to actually write that down. Because, thank you. Because I really just want answers. And that's why I'm trying to be more proactive. Want to see Serpent Society movie and Sinister Six movie? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. You never know what'll happen though after Secret Wars. What was that? Hey, what's up, man? I can just never understand why anybody would be MCU team Iron Man, especially when the only reason is because Spider-Man is on his team. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it even feels like Tony's hypocritical with the whole thing as well, but gotta make that money. And they didn't have, like, the rights to the full ensemble. And, like, I was, like, Civil War is such a big thing. I don't know. Hey, thank you. Thank you. No, I like it, too, because it makes it a little bit easier. And, like, with multicasting and stuff, too, like, I've got the... Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, my gosh, dude. Oh, you're not gonna freaking believe this. Okay, so it's like, oh my god. So, I had an outlet fire the other day, right? And so there's like a little bit of like good luck, bad luck. My GameCube is completely ruined. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Coliseum still works. I don't know if my memory card still works, but my cousin is sending me his GameCube. So I will have a GameCube for Shadow Month. I'm hoping the memory card still works. I'm hoping everything is good to go. So I won't be participating the first day, but as soon as that GameCube gets here, I'm hoping if it gets here early, I'll be so stoked. But so he just shipped it. So yeah, it like kind of completely messed up. Like, yeah, there was minimal damage. I was like right next to it when it happened. It ruined a couple things on my desk, couple Funko Pops, and it singed a hat. But it was scary more than anything else. And then like just a couple like minor things. The GameCube was the biggest thing. It was right there against the wall. But other than that, in my like, it could have been way worse. No, and it like I think the biggest thing was time. Other than that, so it just has been such a it was a bad outlet, and it's an old house and stuff, and I knew the wiring was kind of bad, but I didn't even think I had anything plugged into it, but it like. Bad touch, I guess, and everything's kind of set up a lot better now. And no, scary situation. That was the first like fire in a house situation I'd ever been involved in. No, actually second. But no, it was an on the ball situation, and I didn't know what else to do, so I panicked and called one of my best friends first. And then I called 911, and fire department and police department showed up. Yeah, I have 2 fire extinguishers actually, because of when I used to, the first fire I ever been involved with, which I actually kind of forgot about this. I used to live with a lot of roommates, and when we had like a trial period, this kid was like a Nepo kid, and he got this house from his mom. But as like a trial period, it was me and like 2 other guys renting this house. It was like a full house kind of thing. And one night at like 3 a.m, we called him Stites. He wakes us all up screaming, "Mom! Mom, fire extinguisher! Mom!" And so he didn't know where the fire extinguisher was. The oven is like full on fire. He was like cooking bacon in the oven and started a grease fire. And he woke everybody up. Nobody could find the fire extinguisher. His mom comes down, and like, I can't even remember. She had like flour or something. She didn't even have a fire extinguisher. So from that point on, when I got my own house, I was like, no, like I have one hanging on the wall, and then I have one over like under my sink by my oven. Because yeah, I'm not doing that. No, that kid, I can't, who, like, okay, I get making bacon at 3 in the morning. I was going to say, who makes bacon at 3 in the morning? But I absolutely have. So I'm not going to knock that. But, like, pay attention to what you're doing. But no, so, it was rough. And the police, or not police, firemen had to come and basically, like, clean out everything. And, like, then they had electricians come and kind of make sure everything was good. And, like, they did a bunch of rewiring. And I had to pay for everything. But, you know, it's kind of what ends up happening. I don't have house insurance. That's what I should have did the other day. I just went and I grabbed a towel and I was just like, I just gotta snuff this flame. And like I told you, I ripped off that front panel and I just made sure that there was no fire like in the wall. Shit was scary. But no, so that's another thing. Like this year has just been so brutal that I don't even know what to do. I had a grease fire one time, luckily only localized in the pan. I was making pot stickers I Googled immediately after what I should have done. Man, see, actually, so 6 it does like firefighting and stuff. So when I did stream, the next time I could, I like ran down the situation because I was like, okay, what should I have done? And I was like, I mostly did okay. There's a few things I could have done, but I got like a C. I would give myself a C, maybe C minus. Turn the heat off and cover it with lid. Oh, that's fair. What's up? So actually, dude, no. Okay. So this wasn't like a full-on fire. This wasn't like as bad as my outlet fire or as bad as the Stites fire. But because like nothing really got engulfed. But I used to have a few roommates when I was like 17, 18 years old. Like right before I graduated. And pretty much everybody but me and my roommate Colin were out of town visiting family for holidays. But like I didn't really have family. And Colin's family was like military family and they were like all deployed. So he and I were just chilling, and we had this candle, and I don't even remember like why we did this, but he's like, hey, do you have something to put this candle in so the wax doesn't like melt all over the speaker? Because we had like this wooden speaker surround thing that we were using as like a end table, and we used a freaking plastic McDonald's cup. He was like, we'll blow it out before it reaches the cup. We'll just use the cup to catch the wax. So there's like one couch against one wall and another couch against the other wall, and then the freaking speaker table is in the center, right between the two couches, and the candle's on top of that. And so we both fall asleep on the couches. You know, we were gaming. But so the top of the speaker light caught on fire, I guess. And Colin wakes up before me to the cup being on fire, and he like slaps the cup, and there's like, I wake up to burning wax. So it's just like, oh Jesus Christ. Sorry. But no, dude, it's just been like a crazy situation all around, and like things have been like, there's been silver linings to everything, you know, so I ultimately can't complain. Like it could have been way worse. I feel like I didn't handle the situation correctly, but we came out of the situation with minimal damage. Yeah, exactly. No, that's fair. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're right, Streamlabs. I will be right back. Yeah, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want the fire to be in the walls. Hello. Okay. Spiro, oh my gosh, you're rude. Spiro, you suck. Such a rude bird. Ah, wrong house. The heck, man? No, wrong one, back. Man. Thank you. So when I did Drowsy, what I didn't really realize, I couldn't figure it out at first, and I should have done a tutorial originally, because I've seen, your art, I've seen you do art and stuff a little bit, and I've seen, like Findu art and stuff. And I could not figure out for the life of me how to make the lines smooth on Drowsy. And it was literally like my canvas size. And I was like, no shit. And so I started messing with like brush sensitivity and like different brushes. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know. I almost want to go back and redo Drowsy. Just because I kind of did it like separately. Like I did the background as its own image. And then I did like Drowsy as its own image. And when I did Scyther, not the Scyther emote, but the thumbnail, I don't know, I just tried to make it all flow together and not feel so much like it was just stamped on. And I'm having fun doing Eevee. Yeah, see, that's what I saw too. And I think my favorite part of it is so I have my sketchbook. This is like my thumbnail book, basically, and I draw up my concepts in the thumbnail first. And I've actually kind of showed you this. This is where I sent you when I had you do the. So like and there's a couple of other ones in here that I am working on. And Eevee's, I feel like Eevee's, I feel like my problem with it right now is it's almost too simple. But I'm happy with it. Like it's just, I was looking at the room that you hunt Eevee in FireRed LeafGreen, and it's almost like, it almost kind of looks like a classroom even, or like an office building of some sorts. Like it's got like beige or white back walls, and it's got like a chalkboard in the back, and then there's like a map, and then like a little bookshelf, and then Eevee is like on like one of those wooden like wooden desk style tables on like a hardwood floor. And so that's what I'm doing right now. My concept is I'm just having like that room with like that kind of description with shiny Eevee on the table, instead of the Pokeball. Maybe I'll have a Pokeball next to it or something, or leaning on it. But that's like my concept right now. But coming from Scyther, where it's got like all the like, you know, the machines, my freaking coin slot machines and stuff. And one thing I wanted to do with Scyther is I wanted to, how I have Jackpot on like the first coin machine that Scyther's coming out of, I wanted to put the words FireRed on the not arcade cabinets, but the coin slots in the background. But every time I tried to draw it or like write it out, it just looked too big against like I just couldn't get it to fit right. I tried to do it like the same way I did Jackpot too, and it just did not work out. Maybe it's like the angle of it, I don't know. But also, if you go and look at that, I was so lazy with the background. Like once I did the floor and the wall, I just drew up on a separate layer. I drew up the freaking background like slot machine, and then I literally just copy pasted it and resized it 2 times. Like I was like, dude, this is great. I was like, digital art is amazing, because you know I would have to redraw that and like do the whole thing and like rescale it, and I was like, oh my god. I felt like freaking Otto Octavius, dude. Like, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Dude, no, it was so nice. Well, even with like the lighting and shading and stuff on Scyther, like I've drawn Scyther a million times now, and he's like his shading, and I've got like 50 cards. Like his shading is always the same. I've got like 10 cards over there. There's not 50. You've all seen my shrine. The fucking embellishment. But no, for real. Once I got like the hang of how everything works, I was like, oh my god, this is great. But brushes too, using different brushes. I was like scared to do it with Drowsy. I just used like the freaking paint can and like the basic brush. And with Scyther, I was like, I can do all of these things. And now I'm just kind of messing around with personal projects too. Like I want to do maps for my D&D campaigns. Really want to do maps. Because like, I love that. I do, especially with D&D Beyond, you can just upload your own maps. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can just whip these out on the freaking fly. And then how you do your characters and stuff. I really, really like that. I like how you do like your summaries of your campaigns, but out of context. And like, oh man, no, some of the things that I've seen you do. Stop playing in the green screen. Some of the things that I've seen you post, I was like, dude, that's so fun for like a D&D campaign. And it's good practice too. Like, also, dude, I love the, what is it? The squiggle art or the squiggle lines you've been doing. I'm all for that. What's up, Atreyu? Dude, I said the word. So my cat is kind of like a dog, and I take him on adventures quite a bit. And I said the W word earlier. And now he's like literally just surrounding me all day. Atreyu. Wiggly paint. Yeah, I love it, dude. The freaking Kylo Ren one you posted, I was like, yo. Like, that slaps so freaking hard. All of them are good. But dude, that one I was like, bro, the picture has fucking aura. Like, man. Oh, that was sick. Whoop. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that. I know there are like a lot of like art things that people do during October that I've seen. I know people do like fake mon challenges and stuff like that. Which that would be really fun, honestly, even. I think I've got like a couple fake mon designs, but they'd be from like high school. I can't say that I've done anything like that in a long time. Or I've never done any art challenge, really. I want to do an art stream, actually, at some point. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, no, I totally send myself pictures of my own, like, sketches, though. And I'm like, this is my line art. It's so easy, like... I'm still kind of getting used to drawing on the tablet. So my whole process right now has been drawing in my sketchbook and then emailing it to myself and using that. Lots of everyday prompts. I think I'll doing the Rayloween. Ooh, hell yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I figured is that they were prompts. But that's awesome. Oh, that's sweet. I like that, the self-made prompts. Yeah, I think my whole thing is just like I wasn't sure. Oh, that drowsy in the top left every time. I wasn't sure where to even look for prompts. Whee! Ow. I have my Halloween costume / next cosplay, and it was an unexpected decision, but I was like, oh, doing it. Like, and I'm going as Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. Yeah, okay, cool. So I was like, is that cheating? And I'm like, tracing my own my own work cheating? Oh man, I'm almost at triple odds. Oh yeah, I did Victor from Arcane twice. I did Lazy Man's Blue Ranger. My Blue Ranger cosplay, I should have showed you. I had my helmet and I had my morph suit on, but I was like, dude, I don't want to walk around in this morph suit like all day. I had no problem wearing it. It's just like, I don't know, I was like self-conscious about it. But so I wore like denim jean short shorts with a fanny pack that said party on it in the front of it, and I have a pullover Blue Ranger hoodie. So it's just like, it looks like the costume, but it's like a pullover hoodie. So I was the Blue Ranger on his day off. So like I was still in full Blue Ranger cosplay. I just also looked like I was ready to party. And then my last one is Wirt. And I'm only going to one other con this year. But I've done 3 so far. Yeah, 3 this year. That's probably been the highlight of the year. Is like I've missed like everything, but I got to do some cons and I got to do some run fests, and that was nice. What the heck are you guys doing? My uncle does a haunted house. Oh, that's awesome. Every drive, sorry. I'm a scare actor in it. It's really fun. Last year, he made his whole front yard. Oh, that's so sick. And so, what I did, hoping it's in budget for me next year, so plenty of time. Oh, not yes. See, that's something I want to do too. I actually want to save up for something a bit bigger. Because what I did at the beginning of this year was I looked up like all of the cons that were scheduled in Michigan. Because I was like, okay, well, I don't want to go out of state because then I have to consider gas as an expense. And where I'm at a decent position to kind of go anywhere. So I was like, all right, well, I kind of planned it out with medical trips as well, which made it a little bit easier. I was like, I have to go here for an appointment, and there's a con, blah, blah, blah. So I tried to schedule my appointments as close to the cons as possible, you know, so I could do both. But yeah, I want to do something bigger because like everything I did was kind of on the smaller scale. Like the cons were cheap, the actors were, you know, and I didn't take. I think the only thing I got from anyone was I had Tara Sands sign my DS. But yeah, because like I was basically like budget con hopping, and honestly I like just kind of went for the experience each time, and I really enjoy like doing cosplay and stuff, and it's kind of being in the environment. And I get so many street passes, dude. It's great. I got 5 this at the last one. I got 5. Oh crap! Cudberry, my charger fell out. I know. I heard it. Hello. No, I honestly, Ellie, I read your message in my mind, and I don't think I said anything out loud, and I'm very sorry for that, but hello. Hello there. Hope your day is going good. Do, 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 do. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, nothing bad happened since the last bad thing that happened, so things are going well, you know? But I'm also really trying to pay attention to life. I'm trying to be proactive. This morning, I woke up at like 5:30, because I'm trying to stick to a schedule and like at least go to bed at a similar time every night. And that's been helping. Getting up at a similar time every morning has been nice. When I woke up, I did like all my chores that I have pretty much had to do, and have actually been doing pretty well at keeping up on that. But then so at like 8 o'clock, I have got like medical paperwork I've got to do for like disability and what I'm trying to do with that, for my health and stuff. And I got all of that done this morning. And so, what was it? Yeah, I got that done this morning, and there's still one other thing I have to do, but I have to do that at 11:30, and it's 10:30 now, so I still have an hour. And usually I take a break about 2 hours into stream, so that's probably when I'll end up doing that. And it's like an hour and 10 minutes into stream right now. Yeah, I started taking melatonin, but I recently ran out, and I think just now that I'm on that schedule, I need to make sure I stick to it. I just gotta be good about it. I gotta really commit, you know? And it is hard. It definitely is hard. I want to stay up and do all kinds of stuff, and I feel like I never have enough time in my day. Yeah, no, it can be brutal. And that's like, I'm trying to apply a lot of self-discipline all at once in a lot of different areas. But I'm, trying to do one focus at a time, really. And right now, that's just like, not my health, but how I react. And like, it's like correspondence to my health, It's just, I can't keep blaming it. I gotta do something about it. Yes, health adjacent. Whee! I've seen a decent amount of Drowsy today. I don't think I've seen all 4 at once yet, but the other day that happened so many times, it was crazy. I cannot believe Drowsy hasn't shined. Like, if you really think about it, like, Drowsy is now the longest hunt on the channel. Only, like, the only difference between it and Kyogre is Drowsy's shiny is separated by other shinies. Like, I've gotten 6 shinies now hunting for Drowsy. Drowsy's the 25% here. Yeah, it's so what is it, like 24,576 is what we said triple odds is, or something like that. So I'm close. But like, so I'm actually at like 50,000 or something if you consider all of the phases. But now this is my third longest hunt. Kecleon was at 32,000. And Kyogre at 39,000. So, here we go. And it's all because I want to do Scyther. Like, I want to hunt Scyther so bad. I'll have, like, I'm very excited because at some point, I'm going to be able to make a, like, generational Scyther compilation. And it's going to be amazing. Like, I've got Scyther. I've got Scyther in Let's Go. I've got Scyther in Sword and Violet and Arceus, all on stream. No, I don't, Ellie. I mean, not diagnosed anyway, but I have, you know, I think if I did, I would have been diagnosed by now. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either way. I very well may. So you've done... Yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, yes. Yeah, each hunt prior to this current one was within half odds. Some of them were pretty quick. But they were all like relatively within half odds. No, sometimes I read the chat and my brain tries to process multiple like chat responses at once and I like trip up because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So I'm like reading what's in front of me and then trying to process the information and then reply all at once while hunting 4 times. And also streaming on 5 different platforms. My Instagram stream just ended. Hey, they only last an hour. Is it the UK? I want to do a Vulpix hunt sometime soon. Dude, no, I feel that. So, like, I like long hunts, and fast hunts are nice, but I'm like, yo, I need time to make the next thumbnail. But no, I definitely, I love that you're streaming, and I've gone back and I watched, what are the VODs? But, no, I'm super glad to see, and, like, I love your channel art. And, no, dude, Vulpix Hunt would be sweet, dude. Also, that method is so fun. So eventually, what I would even like to do, so I've got my... Yeah, I think when I do the gold and silver starter hunts and do that like badge quest, because that's eventually going to be a thing that I do, I want to do the Ditto thing, the Mimic Ditto glitch, so I can get like shiny Ditto in all 4 games, so I can do like that egg method as well as like full odd eggs. But I just think that'd be so fun. Those hunts are so crazy. One of the craziest experiences I had doing the Gen 2 egg hunt is, what I did not know is that after a certain amount of eggs, the parent Pokemon can decide to no longer breed. They can decide, like, you know what, we don't want to make eggs anymore. But when that happens, that like locks it via species. So like I was trying to get shiny Ekans, and I ended up having to get like a whole new Ditto and a whole new Ekans. So it was like a whole thing. But Yeah, I ended up going like super over odds with it. I was up like 400 ekans, and I was like, this is stupid. And then they stopped breeding, and I was like, oh, what? Like, I think I have the counter somewhere too. Like, yeah, no, it was crazy. I was like Brian, because he was the one that kind of told me about the method. It was one of my best friends. I was like, what did I do? And then we looked it up. We went to Google, and we found out that it just like it has a small chance of like, nah, we don't want to do that anymore, man. That ain't me. And I was just like, what do you mean? Ditto, that's like your thing. And it's like, that's your job. What do you mean? Well, Ditto can become any Pokemon. There you go. Yeah, oh my gosh. That's so funny. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, whoa, bro. You just read my mind? Thought the only person that could do that was Kelsey, but apparently my brain is just too open. I just have like an open channel. It's like Scott Pilgrim's, like when he dreams, you're able to use his brain as a subspace highway. My brain is just always open as a subspace highway. Hey, what's up, Andres? Nice to see you. Why didn't your chat show up? Interesting. Yeah. Nerds are just slowly acquiring a hive mind as we reach a higher level of cognitive thought. Life finds a way. Huh. All right, Spiro. I don't want to just sit here and ruthlessly attack every Spiro. You're making me do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, Charmeleon. This is the Ash treatment. I know I traded you over from a different game. That game. But, you know. Crap. I just woke up. Whee! I'm almost done re-listening to Campaign 2. And then I'm gonna start Campaign 3. I've never listened to Campaign 3. So I'm excited to go through that for the first time. I've listened to like 1 or 2 episodes here and there, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go through and crush 2 again, especially because they're doing the animated series for it soon. Yes, I'm also excited for 4, and yeah, same. I want to get caught up as much as I can, or at least like, you know, even if I finish it when they're well into like starting 4, I could probably catch up and get caught up before they finish 4. I mean, I listen to it pretty consistently, but I don't know how long it's taken me to finish 2. I honestly think it's only been like 6 months, which is still a lot, but it's like 150 4-hour episodes. And yeah, I want to make sure I like absorb the information too, so if like I feel like I missed anything, I go back. I just want the badge. I just want to go beat up Lieutenant Surge and stuff. And dude, one of my earliest, saddest memories, and this is, I don't know, this is just me or if this is weird. My first time playing through Pokemon Blue ever. I know I'm just a wee lad, 6 years old, little baby Brett. Enjoying my time, you know, just learn how to read, and frickin' I get my SSN ticket, I go and I frickin' rub the captain's back, you know, after smacking the hell out of Dingus, and I'm like, yeah, no, I beat Lieutenant Surge after, I'm pretty sure, and then I get off the boat, you know, and the boat leaves. And I was like, bro, I had no idea the boat was going to leave. That song is burned into my brain because I was so sad. I actively cried as a child. I was like, the boat! I was supposed to be on that boat! Why did it leave without me? And I was like, dude, what the heck was that supposed to happen? The SSN traumatized me, dude. Instructions unclear. I mean, as a child, too, I had no idea what was going on, and... shit. No. No, I just went and stayed the course. Yo. How's it going, dude? Hey, same. No, I was 13 when I found my first shiny. My very first shiny ever was in original Ruby, and it was a starter Trico. I trained my Growl to level 100 in Pokemon Silver, thinking that it would evolve. Oh dang! Oh man! Will it still evolve with the Firestone at 100 though? Because it doesn't level up when it evolves, right? That's still actually kind of dope. This is my Growlithe, and it's just like ripped. It's like one of the Hulk dogs. It's as large as an Arcanine, but not an Arcanine. But yeah, no, I can imagine like growing up and being like, why? Dude, I feel that. My favorite excuse to use, in episode 1 of Adventure Time, the answer to this decorpsinator serum is 4. And Princess Bubblegum says, "Oh, the answer was so simple, I was too smart to see it." I love it. Love it. Freaking love that line, dude. So funny. I'm like, yeah, okay. Same though. Who's not good at math? I was all 4. I met, what was it, Jeremy Shada? How do you say his last name? But, I met him this year. Is that today? Oh, it is today. Oh. I'm not going to that. I'm not doing that. My computer was like, there's an art museum thing you wanted to check out today. I was like, well, not anymore. Hey, maybe. It's like a 2-hour drive. I'm not gonna do that. Well, starts at exactly 2 hours. That's why I did that. Okay. Never ever, no matter what, forever. I love that. Hell yeah. Dude, such a good episode. Thanks, Manfred. You're welcome. Wee. Oh, nice. That's cool. New freaking card store is coming near. Oh, that's actually really cool. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Oh, I actually know those people. Oh. Dude, my friends are opening a card shop? Oh, you. That's awesome. I had no idea. Dude, okay. Whoa. Oh, it'll happen. It'll definitely happen. I mean. Man, how are we so close to triple odds? Also, I'm getting hungry. I might just have to go grab a quick snack. I think when I hit 24,500, I'm gonna get up for a second and yeah, I know. I will be fast. Calling me out like that, Zodiac. No, I wish it was rainy here. It's a nice day, though. No, you're cool. You're cool. Time me. Don't time me here.